Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. We are here.
Navigating the world.
Yeah, navigating the world sucks. I get it. That's not what I want either.
A whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from.
Yeah, it sucks. I got you. Oh, you still have more to say after this. I understand. I understand. Yeah, you need to come up with? What do you need to come up with? Give me just a second. I'll let you speak. That should be good there. What else?
Some for you.
Come up for... Oh, so you have hidden identities for me. Cool. So hi, I'm the Paperman. I stream random things. I've been in a Genshin mood a lot recently to try to get gaming done. So I'm going to be doing gaming stuff. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. There will be no problems with anything whatsoever. And given my lack of a stream setup or anything for a chat or even a camera, I'm just going to really try to carry this with my personality. So get used to it. Mostly because I'm lazy. So let's... I was gonna do these before I did my dailies. There's an event going on. Some extra stuffs here. I actually wanted to research one thing. Not here. Character. What do you need? You need light, and the other one is transience, if I'm not mistaken. I also need those, but that's a whole different story. Not that I can afford these. I am poor right now. Oh, you both take transience? Nor was I just light and transience. Okay, so I can do either one of them. Right now, let's just do Shogun. I think doing Shogun will be easier. Not that I think I'll have enough, but let's do light. Light. Yagami. What you want? Light, perfect. Do you? I'll do this 3 times. After that, I'll have 50. Yeah, I'll have like 50 left. So, I actually don't want to use Yelan. She is not built at all.
May knowledge guide you.
May knowledge guide you as well. In electro damage. I actually did not look to see what is in here. I've been doing other ones. What? What are you? I've done this before, but I don't remember. Like I've done this. Oh.
Another test.
Okay.
Know my sword. Witness the power. There is no escape.
The process of elimination.
Have fun with it.
Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
I have so much power, but I killed your friend, so you can love it. Freeze! I'm not gonna freeze. Actually, I might. If I got that. Keep going. Keep going. Ow. Test subject. Stop saying freeze! Oh my gosh, you're so annoying. Ow, that actually really hurt. Freeze! Oh, he's gonna get it. Wrong test subject. Please die.
Here you are.
Goodness gracious, everybody.
Test subject.
Yeah, the wrong. Why is this? Oh my gosh, this guy's hurt. To fight. Freeze. It's the wrong test subject. Cool, got a purple, actually. That's really handy. Oh, I have condensed. Do I want to do it? Condensed? I think I might want to do, honestly, Mora or like Heroes of Wind condensed. I'm just so low on Mora right now. I'm not, like,
Another test subject.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me.
I got careful. The process of elimination.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Remove all obstacles. Rest and rebuild. Torrent, bring refuge. Know my sword. Witness
Die faster! I actually don't have enough damage for that sometimes. But it worked quite well. Consider everyone heal. Alright. I will end up getting to the Archon quest after this. I just have yet to do my dailies. So I also need to do that. And light, yeah, cool. And let's do one more of those for the double event. I get twice the amount, 3 times. And then let's do Al-Hytham. Yeah, let's do the boss for Al-Hytham, and that way that's the last one I need for that, and I'll have them all.
Illusion shattered.
Rain outlines your fate.
Cheap tricks. Another
Shine down.
I got carried.
No, my skill.
That's a nice freeze. Free!
Rain cutter.
There is no escape. Rest and rebuild. Covenant of the deep.
Here you are.
No, no one's getting hit by it. Right. That's the one thing I like about Al-Hytham's ult. It actually has to be used quite smart.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternally.
Cut down.
Illusion shattered.
Let me weave you a verse.
Bring refuge.
Your combos mean nothing to me, for I have immunity frames and dashes. Mwahahahahaha. Lovely. Alright. Let's do the Al-Hytham boss. So that's leave, and that'll be 40, and so I won't be able to do anything after that. Up here, up here, up here, up here. Right here. And then I just need the Dendro stuff, and then I can up him to 80. Not that I have the XP to level up any of my characters that I want to be leveling up right now, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. Alright, here we go. Geronimo! Look at this.
Rain outlines your fate.
Allow me.
It usually takes a sec.
Let's move out.
The process of elimination. Here you are.
This guy's so cool!
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Yeah, aggravate. Aggravate, baby.
Hold the line. There is no escape.
Oh, wait.
Shine down.
Witness the power.
Covenant of the deep. Rest and rebuild.
Oh, well, I just glitched on top of this boy. That's fun to see.
Hold the line.
Die faster.
There is no escape.
time I should have to farm that boss for Alhaitham. No good artifact. And yeah. So now we do the dailies. The actual dailies, not just resin. Oh, this one. This one's like really easy if I'm not mistaken. I've done a couple of them in Sumeru.
Happy to oblige. Shine down.
Here you are.
Oh, you're not dead. Okay.
Scatter.
Well, ring cutter. Rest and rebuild. Illusion shattered. Now
And
you shall
death.
perish.
Sounds really easy. Fun, but easy. There's one. Where are the rest of my thingies? Where are you? You're all in Sumeru. That is not the direction I need to be going for that. So unfortunate for me. Are they just gonna not notice me? Wait, can I get away with, like, them not even... Ah! Not even noticing me? Can that happen? I'll let you live! I'm sorry! I was trying to let you live! Stop firing at me! Where am I going? Not there. I need dailies. Dailies! 2 down. Oh yeah, it's the hippity hoppities. Bounce on the mushrooms. Last one. It's from Port Ormus. Haven't been here in a bit. Haven't been here in a bit. Could you please do me a favor? My food is missing. Baiju. Oh, Baiju stole your. Wait, what? I'm sure you met someone with a snake pet before, right? It's that weird guy. I don't think Cheng Shen counts as pet. That's true. Cheng Shen literally spoke to us, so... Okay. She would get mad at you for saying that. There's special food for pet snakes, so they eat mice and stuff. Hunted by them in the past, but ever since they startled several children while it's feeding, I have banned them from going out with me. I've started making food for them. Oh, you're a snake charmer. Interesting. But after that, they haven't been moving much enough, so I've only refused to eat any other food. I thought there was no such thing as a free lunch. Paimon hasn't even asked about the flavor yet, so you can dream on. Everything is very reasonable. I have food in that camp, so I was picking out herbs. Can't really leave. So I'm just fetching it for you. There aren't any other snakes at the campsite, right? No. Of course. Settle my camps. Anyway, I'm counting on you. Mark all the camps. Please look at those spots. Aha. I think I see the thing. How is food under these stones? Was there some kind of thingy? Oh, was that... Okay, I'll take it. Project Baby? What? Well, wait, what is this quest called? Uh-huh. Okay. I'm going the wrong way. You're a street performer. Hello there. Hello, how are you today? Oh, I forgot I can do that. Meh. There's something going on, isn't there? It's me. Everyone has their bad days. It's just life. Heartless sailor. I'm a street performer, in case you didn't tell. I can beat up the sailor that treat you wrong for you if you want. I don't trust your abilities. I want to do it myself. Dang. You go, girl, I guess. Goodness gracious. You're back. I have the power of teleportation. That's why it was fast. Yes, I have the food. Special pet snake food prepared by Golub Gear. One wonders what it tastes like. Probably fish, considering it looks like there's fish. Yes, that's it. Buried on the road. I spent a long while looking for it extra. How could it be that landslide? That's why I've never been. How could there be a landslide that has never had any trouble? Oh well. Here's your payment. Cool.
Once order is disrupted, the consequences spread like wildfire. I'd like to avoid such a scenario, so I can keep my life intact and uninterrupted.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Alright, is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Yep, daily commissions are up. Go to Sumeru, and then let's do the Archon quest after this, actually.
Ad Astra.
Ad Astra Avasas.
Thank you for completing
today's commission. Yay! All of our wonderful things. Alright, I'm liking this comp so far. Let's switch it to Archon. Let's go. Where am I going? Show me the way. Aru Village. Okay. The 4 loggerheads? What was that? Is that what I saw? I don't know what that means. The 4 at loggerheads. There's fruit up there. I need those fruits.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before.
Being edgy.
Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the Mad Scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled Mad Scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here.
Is that what happened to our girl?
When Mad Scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here,
mental oasis.
They invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the Mad Scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a Mad Scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt.
Sounds like, even though the lush greenery of the desert isn't, fully there, Like, it still seems like there's some connection to the Dendro Archon. Maybe he was a
After
connection to
that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness.
The
Village
soft
keepers.
green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village?
Yeah, it's
What
gotta
a
be
pilot
Nahida.
think so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story?
Mad Scholar's power likely came from this Lord.
Really?
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
Definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the Mad Scholars. Potentially.
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon.
Yeah.
Is she really active in Sumeru?
Dang.
The academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
She's also a child. You forgot that piece of nugget information. Yeah, we also kind of saved the whole
I've
city.
spent many years interrogating
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
Yeah.
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Among Us.
Alright, now it's our turn to put
sad
our
to do
skills
that.
to good use for this investigation. But
You
easier
betcha.
said than done. Especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Hello, hello. Have you heard of our god, Lesser Lord Kusanali? We would like to talk to you.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Who the frick are you? Boy, we're having a conversation, all right? Go find your grandpa somewhere else.
Huh? Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
Oh, resident.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Something flipped a switch in me. This is really awkward and out of the ordinary. This seems like Nahida's intervention. Intervention? I guess intervention is the proper word, though not an intervention with the child. Just intervening. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Is that? I'm really confused now. Intervention versus intervening. Those are both words, if I'm not mistaken. It feels like intervention should be what the word intervening is. Semantics.
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the... I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was.
Whoa. Oh, Hatham wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants...
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Yes, we are in the city, or the land of wisdom, after all. Let us actually be smart about what we are doing. Oh, Candace! My Greek Athens queen, how are you? I think
Sino
that-
is super vigilant.
I think that's the one.
Is this what all the Matra are like?
Yes,
Ah. You're back already.
this is the one.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping up. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so,
I was Nahida's
Grandpa
possession.
retained his calm expression.
Just like she did with, gosh, I already forgot her name, but specifically Catherine as well. And now she does that with Catherine. She was just, you know, kind of using the older man as a way to connect with the boy in a more real way than any of her subtler visions normally could.
It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking.
He's dreaming. So the madness is like, I wonder if there's like a harsh backlash to the Akasha almost. Because the Akasha's side effect is that you don't dream. So it's almost like if these mad scholars find something out, some important piece of knowledge specifically that allows them to dream or about the dreams itself, I wonder if it almost, like, once they realize it, they kind of go mad in that way. And then afterwards they take a moment to, like a genuine moment to look at life as almost as if they were dreaming the dreams that they were never able to have throughout their entire life using the Akasha.
Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Yeah, it sounds like you. to the other members as well. Yeah, from the look on Sano's face, he's probably connecting the dots as well.
Maybe the
from what I had
people
said.
have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
It's because I just got back from church, but all of this sounds really familiar. All of the slight differences, and all it takes is one piece of information to realize that everything that seems so normal and so explainable becomes explainable in a completely different light, within a more precise light from this. Because to them, it's just a bunch of mad people getting away from the Akasha, and the moment that they're away, then they kind of return to their own selves and start healing. But to anyone who has met Lesser Lord Kusanali and Nahida, it's so much. It's her involvement. It's her fingerprints over the whole thing, subtly, but intentionally as well.
No, nothing.
It's a really cool and beautiful thing.
As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys.
Yeah, it's you guys.
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Yeah.
He'll be found safe.
All right.
And
Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Yay! Act 3 completed! Dreams! Emptiness! Deception! Yo, what's up, man? Kazan, what's up?
Excuse me, did you happen to...
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think.
Think harder.
When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay, there are great medicinal and nutritional purposes to eating mushrooms and tree roots, good sir. Do not discriminate based upon only diet. Have you heard about the people in Inazuma? They eat so much fish, and then there's like these little like glowy like plant-like things that grow at the bottom of the ocean floor, and they eat those too. Yeah, that's wild. If you wanted to discriminate like that. Yeah.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Food doesn't discriminate.
Anything else? No.
That's it. Cool. Bye. Useful information, my good sir. Yes. Hey, look. There's a sand tornado in the distance.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you...
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Are you scared or are you enthralled? I cannot tell.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Sir, your mouth is not moving when you are speaking. Like at all.
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe if you go mad, that's the only way, or quote-unquote mad, that's the only way you'll be able to do that. Where was that little piece of treasure? I need money, and I saw it. There it is. I really need money, yo. Is this 15K now that we're in the desert? Yeah, it is. Cool. It was like 10K in normal Sumeru, and now that we're in the desert, it's more, which I love. I love that. I want money because I need it to do literally everything in this game. What, Mora is not an exchange,
Sir,
but it's a
have you
catalyst
seen
for
my grandpa
transaction?
recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while.
It's been a while since I first...
The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them.
That's fair.
And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough Mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
That or your facial hair, one of the two.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
He is yet to be found, so we do not know where he went.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you.
Yeah, Chef Jabari, let's go.
I've known you since you were very young. So
He's
as far as
still
I'm
very
concerned,
young.
you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You hear something with those hoods of yours? Those... I don't... What do you... How do you... Whatever.
Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
King Deshret and the Three Magi.
Grandma, is King Deshret...
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods.
This is really interesting because King Deshret, as far as like, according to Nahida's description, like this is like the epitome of just a false god. Like it's actually not one of the Archons, and it's just someone from like an ancient civilization. It was like a king of an ancient civilization, and they're still like revering him as if he was reincarnated or something, which is really, really interesting. It's like the first time we've seen like that sort of like conflict of the Archons. It's interesting.
Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Well, you see, in Christianity, we have the Book of Revelation. I don't know what you have, but yeah.
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying
think that
that
says more
many
about
people
Sumeru
also
rather
went
than
insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret. Isn't it a sign of King Deshret's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense.
No, it doesn't.
Does this mean our lives are finally...
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's
Those
coming to
city
them.
folks will get what's coming to them. That's right.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Hello there.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Sino. Oh, hi, Sino. Also, calm down.
Yeah. Bro, This guy's something
Bro,
else.
this guy's
Look at his
something
eyes.
else. Just
One
look
wrong
at his
move, and
eyes.
he's gonna flay
One
us
wrong
alive.
move, and he's gonna flay us alive. This guy just literally said, "Bro."
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madman will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land.
Hey, go on.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life.
It's a weird perspective to put on it, but continue.
Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return.
The Radicals is capitalized, so that's like an official group, I'm assuming, and not just the people who are more radical.
Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
All right, Attack on Titan. It's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall.
Is that so?
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Information is power, information is power, keep talking!
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the... Please, don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
The Academia is probably the true target of their hatred, considering that they're really the only ones that even worship the Dendro Archon and what looks like the majority of Sumeru, especially in the desert lands as well.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him
Radical,
over the
dude.
past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man?
No, not at all. We wouldn't do...
Sounds like you're not too close with the
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
That's right, Paimon.
I heard that.
Behave yourself.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
I can take you there, just follow me! This child is so slow.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
You're really gonna do an escort mission for this long and then only do it for like a small amount of time?
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
I guess that was fine.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
Oh, it's the pass out incense. Got you.
But But are you okay? Are you getting...
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
Yeah, you're quite animalistic looking at the very least. I'd imagine that your senses would be at least a little bit stronger than mine.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the
Yeah,
day.
Tainari.
And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it works.
All right, it was very informative, Paimon. No need to be complaining.
So, you know Tainari.
I figured you would. You do have matching ears.
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was your brother, actually.
Yes. Now that I concentrate.
Wait, surely Tainari did...
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
I was in the forest where a scholar was
In the
meditating.
forest.
Let's keep looking.
From a
It'd be
scholar.
more efficient if we split up, because I ain't going near that smell. It's stanky. I look for clues nearby. How nearby? How nearby are we talking?
Oh,
Cool, I guess. Aha! Hi!
Oh, great.
A frick! I killed all items.
Sight.
Heal my boy. Please do not come down here. Okay, goodbye. I'm leaving. Don't fight me. Do not fight me. I think I got the XP from them because they died from the fall. That's funny. Come on. Let me click. Thank you.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand from the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. The scent is quite faint, but still extant.
but who would come looking for Grandpa?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Oh, the incense is also what made the research girl kind of like the battler. Yeah, I think one of the bad ones. It allowed them. One of them allowed them to dream, and there was a different one as well that kind of made her go mad. So that's being used to lure these people who left the academia.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a
You get
scent?
lured by food all the time, Paimon.
Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge.
Knowledge.
Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
The radicals.
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholar.
After that, we'll set off to find the scholars. The missing village keeper. I don't want to walk back. I'm just gonna TP over there real quick. I have the power. I might as well use it. I literally had to take one step. Wow.
Right.
Dea!
The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better.
The darker fabric.
That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace. We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Why can't we be friends? Okay.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with
He
you.
seems like the loner
Did
type.
you find out anything useful?
Honestly, so does Sino now that I think about it, but I think there's a reason that Sino's is the way that he is. No, I got nothing useful.
I see. So someone...
Yep, incense luring.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall.
Beyond the wall. Gosh, this...
Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process.
What if all of the mad scientists
You won't see anybody
have
in the
a
desert
bad
with the
reaction
patience to
it,
make or
similar to
sell
how I
something
do?
that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been
Or
supporting
maybe
this.
a good response to it.
Makes sense.
So what should we do?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip.
Extra tip?
Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern.
I
so
also
I know
like
a
to
thing or
drink
two
at the
about these
tavern.
radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Delavar?
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the
The
scar-riddled
scar-riddled
bandit,
bandit.
Enger, the
Wide-eyed
wide-eyed
butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook.
The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
I mean, those are some nice names. I'm just the paper man, the man of many papers. Like, that is my title. That is my full title. I have heard these names somewhere before, especially the last one, Jabari. Who is Jabari? I know Jabari. Do you know Jabari?
These guys have one thing in common, and that's
Being broke.
The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in
Man,
King
look at the
Deshret.
pixels on that
Way they
man's
see it,
collarbone.
King Deshret's resurrection
He
is their
zoomed
only
in
chance
so
at
close to
overthrowing
that
the
collarbone
academia.
for no reason. Actually, it was for a good reason. It was actually shot quite nicely, but it's also rendered in game, so like, you know, pixelated collarbones.
Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence.
That's not the
Every
whole
more
story.
I've spent in the
There's no
tavern has
ways
been a
that she gave me
valuable
everything on
investment.
that.
Let's head out.
Now
Sure.
hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why? Why can't I just use both of you to fight? Like, why? Urgh. Just become my party. I don't have either of you two as characters. At least let me play you in the Archon quest.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet
That's
word
true.
about you has
I
already
am pretty
gotten out.
Caucasian.
The desert is
Or at least
unforgiving,
blonde. I'm
so
definitely
the way of
blonde.
life
That
here is
doesn't
also
exist
a
here.
lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here.
Connections. For free. At education connection.
Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of.
No,
But
you're a
that also
third-rate
makes it a
amateur
whole
with
lot easier for
first-rate
me to
fighting
gain the
skills, and
locals'
don't let
trust.
anyone tell you otherwise, Dia.
I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Who the frick is keeping an eye on us? I'm so confused. What are you gonna say?
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible. That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the distance, I thought you might have been mulling over Dia's words.
We do that sometimes.
No, I'm used to being treated that way.
You kinda do ask for it, if we're being honest.
It's natural to fear strength. I take no objection to it.
I don't think Dea fears strength, though, is the thing. I think she just might fear you. Interesting. Uh-huh. Go to the Caravan Rabat. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Well, cutscene. Yay, more cutscene.
Well, here we are again.
Here we go again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Enough. I have the help of a map that auto fills out when I meet the statue of 7 within that area. So that usually helps. And I can kind of like teleport at will to multiple different waypoints. So like navigation usually isn't a big issue.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist?
How tall is this wall?
I know what you mean. I had the same question every
Oh,
time
it's
I walked
this
this way
thing.
when I was a kid.
Walk this way.
Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms?
It should actually, because it'll redirect the wind gusts so that anything that's in essentially the shadow of the wall.
It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us.
Keeping out outsiders.
Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more.
Sheesh, dang.
Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
Wow.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Dang.
Hey, Dia.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
What were you gonna say, Paimon? What were you gonna say, huh? You gonna finish that sentence? I feel like it'd be very dangerous if you finish that sentence, Paimon.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Yay. Alright. More
Just our
cutscenes.
luck.
Just
None
our
of them are here today.
You mean you don't?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
You the voice of Yang?
And who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
You're the voice of Yang, aren't you, Dia?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello,
Zaki.
I'm Zaki.
Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
That sounds right.
We've had drinks together a few times.
I'm pretty
You
sure
could
this is
say we
Yang's
go
voice
back a
actress.
ways.
That's really cool.
Anyway, as far as my friends
'Cause I found
here,
the other
they
one.
aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. Have you seen Engur, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him.
Where am I going? Go to the place. want to do that. Oh no, the music is now ominous. Whatever
Are we
shall
there
I do?
yet?
Did you really just are we there yet, this guy?
Yep. This is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Oh no!
What's this all about, Zaki?
We've been bamboozled!
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Sino behind.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
I am a 5-star too, I'll have you know. You, sir, are a nameless, or you're not nameless, but you're a faceless, shelled copy of a human in this video game. And I have color to my outfit. And anime eyes.
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of...
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
So, yeah. So Dia was wrong. She was actually, like, she was being watched from the very beginning. That was the people that was spying on her.
Delavar. And
But she knew that as well.
You're here too, huh?
She played herself as bait. She knew that she was being watched, and she still said what she did.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Closer.
Enough talking! Get him!
Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Sure. Oh, I can't. I can't. Oh, I wanted to play as Dia.
Shine down.
Whatever.
Allow me.
Push it.
Easy peasy.
Impossible!
Impossible!
How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the... I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you...
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Dang. Dang. Dang, this shot. Just dang. Dang. With one swift kick, Dea knocks Zaki unconscious.
That should be all of them.
Lovely.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple...
Oh, but instead of catching...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have...
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think.
Yeah, it does.
So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track... That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wanted to treat Isak and... Uh-huh.
Wait, so he's a radical...
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impression.
Wow, what a...
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook.
So, that thing you were saying before...
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora. And that anyone's a friend
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person. Like, just straight up.
What makes you so sure?
I mean, you brought me here. Yeah, even without an employer. So
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert...
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her
that was her
devotion
name.
and gratitude.
Or one of them.
Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate.
I've tried to explain this to... I'm screenshotting that. I have tried to explain this idea to so many people, and they just don't get it.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia...
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a...
Cool, I'll do that.
This should be all of them.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need...
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders...
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Sounds good.
As for these idiots, let's just...
Yay. Wait until the next morning. What are you going to say here?
Candace is an expert at dealing with people like...
Cool, we just got to wait for her. Wait until the next morning. What was this achievement? Oh, that was just progressing through the Archon quest. Time. Why do I feel like you're running out of time? Will it be this one? Is that new? I don't remember having this sound like that. That is not the correct time. Let me try it again then. Yeah, that is new. Interesting, there's a little sound effect at the end of like the time thing. I hadn't heard that before.
Hey, Dia!
What's up?
Right on time.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Yeah, Paimon thinks you're great too, Dia.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Do you know how many nerve endings there are on the tip of your fingernails?
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Yes, quite.
Right.
Right. Yes.
Come on in, everyone.
Bring it on
Come on,
in.
let's go inside.
Let me play the game. I love the cutscenes, but I need to play the game.
Candace, whoa, you look furious.
Yeah, she does look pretty mad, not gonna lie.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Your eyebrows. To be probably overly specific, but your eyebrows.
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Dang.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
Yeah.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
That's a great question, madam. I don't know what I would. Yes, ma'am.
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
I know what she means with this phrase, but she said this normal phrase with such grave anger. I just imagine like a mom going up to like an 8-year-old kid goes into their room and like actually notices that the child had like properly done his chores in the morning. And then she goes up to the child and then with Dia's anger just be like, "You've made your bed." I don't know why that was so funny to me. This one was really funny to me, I'm not gonna lie.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one.
And you speak of it as if it was something legitimate to happen, and which is concerning for me.
The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life.
Okay, this is the second time I have seen the word preserve, and oh no, he had read it as persevere and it was preserve, and so now I read this as persevere when it is preserve. Dang it.
A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know.
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea.
Oh, I believe it.
Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up here. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Where are they now?
I'm not...
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then...
Die
you
by
die
my
by my
hand.
hand.
Yee!
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know...
2.
He had to have been so close to that microphone in the recording booth. It was just...
2. He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't
freaking
believe
lights
me.
you're talking about here, dude. Just let me go. Dude, just let me go. You're so freaking terrifying. Yeah, that's them right now.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
I don't talk much. I don't know why you wanted me to continue. But apparently I do talk. Do you have any idea who that mysterious person might be?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away.
It's the Wanderer.
I'm not risking
It's
another
the Wanderer.
meeting to keep his
oh my
secrets.
gosh, it's
No
the
way.
Wanderer. Or the Fatui Harbinger. That wanted to try to take over the academia for a moment. That's why we can't go back to. That's why we're not going back to academia right now, or rather to Sumeru City right now. Is because he kind of holds it like in his pocket.
He, that guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Who? What? Someone just got knocked over.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
He didn't want the criminals to know about what he's gonna say, so he just knocks all 3 of them out. It's just like, okay, you can speak now.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak...
Yeah. Sounds
Some
about
time
right.
ago, people from the academia attempted to... It strikes me now that this secretive character...
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands.
Does it make sense?
They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Academia. Resurrection is just the academia's misinformation campaign. Yeah.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
They have a sort of connection to the something about King Deshret.
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
True.
Regardless, our top priority now is locate...
Yep, we need to
You're
locate
right.
them.
Isak is
Rescue
still waiting for news on his
mission!
grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Yay! An adventure! Hi, what do you have
What
to say?
scheme is the
I don't know. That's what we're going to find out. What about you two?
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
That must be lonely. I'm sorry, Dia. Oh, hi.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
You'd make a good home here, Candace. And you can do or not Candace, Dia. You could, like, in a way, almost be like Candace, but outside the village. That's kind of what you're already doing in a lot of ways, or what you have done for certain people. You can play that role. Oh my gosh, another cutscene. I just want to go on an adventure. Oh, Alhaitham, my man.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Where did you come from?
Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see,
Man's so boss.
I am merely
He's
sitting
sitting
here
there
reviewing
reading
what
a
we have
book.
deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
All right, I'm a busy guy. I have to find some time to muse myself.
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Dang! You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Go ahead, I won't stop you. We already got Bullchucker. What's next? We'll get there. We'll get there.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
That's also true. He is quite... He's a
There's just
man.
nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here. So we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
No, maybe he's thinking for himself.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
That's true in a way, or at least as far as we know.
Yeah, you're all talk.
Paimon, you know that is not true.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
Like mentally or physically? Where she's coming from?
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing?
Of Aru village? They probably think that we're, in a way, rescuing the people who have helped them. I'd imagine. Sure, there's a lot of like social things that have become a lot easier because of them being gone, but and like it's probably less tense. But it's also like they've been saved by these people; they owe it to them.
In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
Go on.
You mean some of them lied to us?
Perhaps. I don't necessarily doubt it, but the child probably didn't.
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the Mad Scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this...
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Oh, I do not see why this information is imperative, but I shall amuse the author of this side quest, or this main quest.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Okay. I have a hard time denying that statement after looking at your eyes.
Is it really that simple?
No. No, Paimon, it is not.
May I call you Traveler?
Sure.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No, I don't.
Why's that?
Because it'll only result in conflict.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations.
Fair.
Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I think they can. I don't necessarily think they will. But in order to keep on to the hope that they can get better, in order for that hope to get better, to stand, I need to be able to protect against the thing that I think can harm it. Even if it's a maintaining of a status quo instead of improving, it is better than what the radicals are doing right now. So, can't promise anything, but I'll do the best I can.
We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation.
We're a traveler, after all.
But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in.
It's the American way.
We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them.
We do.
That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest...
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Welcome, welcome to politics. Honestly.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Al-Haytham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Paimon, shut up, Paimon.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to—
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Could you make out where they're coming from?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, likely because there were no breakthroughs and nothing that was actually productive about treating Elazar at all.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Alrighty. Go to the Elazar Hospital. I have not been here. Right? I have not been here, I don't think. If I did, it was very briefly, and it was only so that I could get the waypoint around here. Oh, let me get this chest while I'm here. Get some action into this. Not cutscenes. Geronimo! Here.
Illusion shattered. Rain outlines your fate. Let's rebuild.
Die, please. Yay.
So this is the thrill of adventure.
Oh, there's a Sealy over here. Let's do this as well since it's over here. Nothing there. Hey, Sealy. Dal Arshifa. That was weird. Not bad. Lifeless Dar Arshifa. There's a lot of stuff over here I haven't done. How far do we go here? I'm not gonna. Okay, it's just over here. You're just over here.
Time to know my sword.
And how far are we?
Shine down. Hold the line.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! That guy came out of nowhere, dude. No, you ain't going nowhere. Where did you come from, my guy? Holy! Somebody'd run back that VOD. That was wild. There's an
Provisions are vital.
Amoculus over here.
Oh, is this the place?
Oh, this actually is where I'm supposed to be going.
Terrible shape.
Oh.
And there's sand everywhere.
I don't like sand.
Being forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
This is how I do everything. I'm gonna be on Shogun.
I'll be back.
Or A and Kokomi. Whichever names you decide to prefer.
Monsters, watch out! Rebuild. Illusion shattered. Witness the power of the one.
Hi, Forceman, how are you? Go away.
mine's your fate.
Nice.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
What were you even expecting?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, something like that.
Okay.
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Okay.
This is the one.
Oh, walls of sand. Are sand is sand?
Let's go in and take a...
I don't know if sand is a good wall structure.
Hey,
We haven't found
we haven't
squat.
found Squat. Are you sure we have...
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
Let's explore the area and get all the treasure.
I'm taking a break.
I'm taking a break. You know, I'm all for it, Alhaitham. You feel like there's nothing much that you can do. You already traveled out here, no reason to go back.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
Let me guess, do you do one-handed handstand push-ups while you read said book, Alhaitham? I don't think you get ripped like that just from reading books. Huh? What's your workout routine? Tell me.
What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Ignored.
Okay, sure.
Oh. Reluctantly accepts. The natural position, which is the
position. Which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
Gravity, gravity, gravity. This book is literally about gravity.
So, you got that?
Nope.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
Paimon's curiosity.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while either.
Hey, Paimon's your Teyvat travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
Yeah, but like you knew just as little as me when we first started. We're more like travelers that are bonded by the hip more so than like actually choosing to do anything. Also, who are you? You don't know who you are. You don't remember what you are. You're just you're a constellation that fell from the sky. You're literally like the broken half of Gemini is what you are.
And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Okay. Paimon's the best. Oh, 'tis night? I thought I'd be able to explore. Sadly, I am mistaken. Are we...
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Did anybody hear that?
Huh? What was that sound?
I don't like this. This is bad.
There it is.
Frick, dude.
It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But this...
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms.
Exploring time. I Wish to explore, please. Oh, hi. There's that. Is it up? Oh, it's right there. What? No, frick! I didn't realize I wouldn't be able to jump after that. It went to the cutscene. I just wanted the Animoculus. That's all I wanted. He lives! He lives! Cool. The cutscene saved my boy's life.
Body and mind.
What is in here? It's like a medal of some sort. Can I get back up? Not yet. Fortunately. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, counting down. What the frick, dude? Six. Yeah, I don't like wall marking.
Time to act.
Scarab. Hello there.
No, my sword! Shine down!
Oh. Hello there.
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Hold the line! Let me read you a verse.
Oh yeah. Look at that damage. I get precious chest from that. Nice. 5 primos. 20 primos. Wait, why is that a precious chest? Holy crap. That's 20 primos. I can't read. I can't. I can't. Oh, okay. Bam. I don't know why I came back up here. Is there a way out of here, or did I just accidentally stumble into something I cannot get out of immediately?
Shine down! No, my sword!
Allow me.
Illusion shattered! Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa. Now you shall perish!
That's 5 more.
Shine down! No, my sword!
Hold the line.
Here you are. Here you go.
I just got 20 primos from a common chest? What is this place? Why are there so many primos here? Oh, the Animoculus. I keep calling them Anemoculus. I know that they're Dendroculus, but I learned to call them Anemoculus when they were all in Nemo. What am I reading? God punished me. Oh, joy. I should have died. Oh, joy. But now I'm hiding in this hole. Oh, joy. Living like a lizard. Oh, joy. That evil doctor has forgotten me. And so has God. Man, there was nothing happy about that sentence. Wait in the pit that was dug, and the end will come, just as he will eventually return with his 7 glorious apostles. When that time comes, there will be no more suffering. Hakim and Avin will return to their beloved outer village, and little Arbaz will have all of the sweets he wants. And oh no, this is the little boy's grandfather! Dune, Sumter Beast's home. Will Mom and Dad be there waiting for me when the end comes? Are they still healthy? So they should be in the fields. They shouldn't. I don't want to die. Are you still listening, King of all the children of the sand? We have been punished with Elazar because we were lazy and wasted the precious fields God gave us. I accept this. Sheesh! Man! A lot of interesting ideas in this one. Maybe it's because it's Sunday, but it's like, seems to be a lot more like philosophy and like Christian related ideas in this like region than most other ones. I don't want to just let me break. Oh, I'm out. Oh, this is nice. I don't think I was supposed to do this though. Is this a different, maybe I was supposed to do this? It's rendered differently. Like a proper cutscene instead of an in-game cutscene. Still game rendering, but it's a pickaxe! Let's start mining, boys. Sorry, it's not a pickaxe, it's a severely eroded hoe. I could make a really inappropriate joke about that, but we're not gonna. Farming tool appearing in a wasteland like this is quite the surprise. Other than serious erosion, the handle of the hoe is covered in mud. It seems unusable. One flew over the sick... What was that? One flew over the sick man's head? There was one survivor who got away. Oh, bro, that's dark for an achievement. One flew over the sick men's rest. Dang. All I had to do was click on a hoe for that. That's wild. Well, I'm back in the desert, and I kind of don't want to be. Actually, I kind of want to be. Let's go back up here. Oh, this is where the dendrohypostasis was. I've never fought the dendrohypostasis, and I'm not gonna start now. Let's go back here.
Curses. There's sand in my shoes.
Aha. I don't know when I will need these fruits, but I do not see them very often, so I wish to pick them up when I see them. And there's also 2 of them. One of them's a nut and one of them's a fruit. There's nuts in those fruits. And the fall, the seed plum drops always to be squashed. I believe that's the haiku. If you know that reference, you are elite. God forgives us all. I don't think that's what that says. I think there's a lot more written here than just that, but I'll consider that a summation of a soliloquy. That's what I will consider that to be. I do not need any more scorpions. Please go away. Yes, go away. That's the main one, it looks like. Is there another one over here? I just found it. I kind of just fell in this cave, and now I don't like. I was kind of trying to not make it a big deal that I fell in this cave, but at the same time, is that another place? No, that's just the wall markings.
Body and mind.
All right, now we gotta see what's up here. See what's up here. See what's up here. See what's up. See what's up here.
Body and mind.
I can hear them all. The vicious winds of the desert. Avon's angry weeping for Hakim. The words of God. I could always hear them. All of them. First Hakim, then Avin, then Arbaz. They all left, dissolving into the yellow sand, leaving me here just to suffer. But my broken mind and body can bear no more. O God, protector of all the desert people, mightier than the sandstorm, more glorious than the sun, I beg you, please put an end to this trial. Free me, I beg you, from the scalpel of the wicked doctor, from the potions that make me hurt all over. Let me return to the fields of my home, I beg you. Dang.
Time to act.
Some questionable medicinal practices have been made.
No, my sword!
Can I just...
Allow me!
Scatter!
Ring cutter!
Illusion shattered!
Let's move out.
I mean, he's moving. He's asleep. Man, that man slept through a lot. Like, look at him. He's moving. He's, like, moving and breathing. Be a little ragged, but he's fine. Yeah. Good on you, man.
Provisions are vital.
Ooh. That an escape. Interesting. Okay. I need to go back to the hospital. I thought this was where I was supposed to go when I had the thingy, and then it wasn't. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I was about to say, what happens now? Let's go over here. There's a glow over here. What's for that? I do know the first one is over there. Let's not fall down this hole this time around. 1 of 3. Ah, there you go.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Reinforcements.
No, my sword!
time.
There is no escape! Hold the line! Rain outlines your fate.
That was easy.
Here you are.
Did I just not do that first? Is that what happened? Go to the lower level of the hospital. It's down here, right? No, I don't think it is. Alright, well there's gotta be a way to get back up, right? Right. No. There's no way to get back up. Well, that sucks. How do I get over there? Climbing, because I do not see any other way to get up. Yeah, I do not see another way to get up from here. Ah! I'm fine. I do need to go lower, but like, how? How do I get there? Like, I have to just go into the building. That has to be the answer. Because they have shown me nothing else. I thought I saw the trapdoor in there, and I just didn't think there was anything there for it. Oh, I'm a big, fat idiot. Ancient key to open the old cabinet. I want that, so we're gonna do one of these, because that's a weird one that will not show up. Where's the I wish there was like a treasure chest one that they had on here. I'm gonna do this. I usually do that one for those types of things. It's usually that as well, but I'll know what I mean by that. It's like an item requirement. Let's see how it comes to that. All right. This week's shifts. Case of emergency. All beings are under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the document has been rendered unreadable. Keep a balanced diet, rest regularly, and maintain good mood. Seems to be darkened remains of a stem inside the vase. So it's probably used to hold flowers. Words for Avon are at the bottom of the bottle. Seems to have been a gift from someone named Avon. Back to the story.
Look, there's someone over there.
You need to be
Good
careful.
idea. Let's approach him.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
Got started a hyphen. We cannot in harmony like that.
There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with...
Loaded with...
That is one possibility.
Bring out your dead!
It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice the symptoms are identical.
Huh?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall, don't you think his
Yeah.
symptoms look familiar?
Similar to what happened to that guy when he touched the bad knowledge. The bad case of knowledge. Yep. I mean, you animated it, sure. Cutscene it again. That makes sense to me. The Aramite guy who went mad.
Oh, now that you mention...
Correct. The Academia, it isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
First, the Academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection,
emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia, as well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends. This scheme has one further advantage to the Academia.
all the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers.
Wow. So the Academia created a false rumor, well, not necessarily a false rumor, but misinformation, a continuous source of misinformation for probably a few years about King Deshret's resurrection, so that the followers would get a hold of it. But that still doesn't explain how the people go mad. Well, the Academia can control when the people go mad by giving them the bad case of the knowledge. So anyone who got in contact with X piece of information would go insanely mad. It's like a corruption that's happening to the Rukkhadavarta life. The Rukkhadavarta tree. And so in doing so, they were able to let the radicals take all of the mad scientists, essentially, or the mad academics, the village keepers, to keep to take the village keepers, and then what were they doing in this? They were trying to cure them. So it was like the Academia leading a select few of them through this wanderer, whoever he is.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago.
Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret,
and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's unlocked, but there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the skull?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
Were these people that were figuring out the academia and in a way wanted to fight against it, but before they could go all the way into doing that, the academia was able to identify that eventual rebellion per se, and then give them the bad case of this and to turn them all into lunatics?
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
For whatever they were researching in this hospital.
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Knowledge.
Extracted?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state,
What exactly
the contents
did
of
you
the
do
divine
out?
knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they...
Most of the mad scholars had made contact with the divine consciousness in the forest. That's what the academia is after. Or at least the person leading the academia. There's a sense of a divine consciousness that they're trying to connect to. Are they trying to get to the root? Are they trying to literally, like, essentially play the role of the Dendro Archon throughout all of Sumeru? They might be. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. The Doctor. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
The academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine
That's right.
consciousness.
To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. However, I can't help but... The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal?
What is their ultimate goal? If the Fatui is a part of it and behind it, you're...
I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden...
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for...
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Tevat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Dang. You trying to come up with the bad nickname for him again, Paimon?
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Oh man, I've been using that as an asset for a long time.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
The audacity! What do you do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after...
Yeah, we gotta save the mans. Save our mans. Save our mans! What else is in here? Where's that key? It has to be in here. There's a name inscribed on this bowl. Hakim. If there weren't some crooked carvings of Arbus, Abbas, and sugar jar, then it would seem difficult to manage the church who was ever used to store sugar. That's been a long time. Well then, I sure do wish I knew where this key was. The ancient key. A steed stolen by a masked weasel. If there is a key, there must be a lock that matches it. But what would an abandoned hospital still have to hide? I literally have the Dendro Archon here, and I cannot destroy this box.
Illusion shattered.
I'm sad. Alright, where am I going? Right up here. Alright. What are we doing? Where are we going?
We're back!
We're back!
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
How generous.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant and knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their...
We may have a mole in our midst.
Do I buy that? Do I? They knew. No.
One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Huh? Are our...
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Care to share your thoughts?
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
I love this. These two are like at each other's throats, like genuinely.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is... Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you?
True.
If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
Huh. I can buy... Interesting.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
Yeah, honestly.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it... If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind them.
Yep, that's...
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
So Dia figured it out and just left.
You want to go?
I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let Paimon feel...
Dia. What's going on with Dia? Dia. Dia. Quesadilla. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do this. Let us see. Yeah.
So, where do we go from here?
I don't know.
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
Alright, so I'm completely ignoring what you're
Oh, my
doing.
sword! Witness the power. There is no escape.
Allow me! Sword, bring up you! Yeah!
Tangle!
So this is the thrill of adventure.
Lots of stuff here. I just want the stuff.
Illusion shattered!
Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind. I hope we find long-lost ancient literature.
There is no escape!
The process of elimination.
Thanks everybody for the stuff. Alright, where are you gonna show me?
Time to act.
And then I can actually go meet up with Sino again really quick.
Body and mind.
Right here.
I hope we find
I
long-lost
say that, but then
ancient
there's this
literature.
here, and I definitely want this as well. So, yeet!
The in-range outlines your face.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Where are you?
I'll be
Time to
back.
act.
Rest and rebuild.
The magic power flows through me. Out of my sight.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Winter.
No!
shall
No! All the
eventually
stuff!
come.
All the stuff! All of the stuff! I need the stuff! I just fell off a cliff for that. How do I get back up there? Easily. I'll deal with y'all later. I just need to get back up on the hill.
Looking for trouble?
No, I'm not. You're looking for trouble. I just want to get out of here. That'll work. It's so tall. Is this the... Interesting. I just want to get back now. Sorry I strayed so far. I strayed so... Wait, there was a thing over here. Yeah, let me just get this, and then I can TP over there. Aha! I'm glad I took a look first. Saves all the time of me having to climb up here. Wonderful! I'll go in there later. But for now... I'll do this. I'm just gonna ignore that that happened. However that happened. And then some of the fruity fruits. Or the berry. Henma berries. Any more? Not a lot. These things are quite sparse. Anyway, let's continue with the story. I strayed a little far from where I thought I was going. Also, I was about to go into, like, no man's land. Goodness gracious. Let's go here. All right, let's go, Sino. I'm ready. Can I get to play as you this time? What's that green thingy?
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Okay, we gotta dig it out. Dig it out.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device, something akin to a headset.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, honestly.
Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way, because there are let's split up and search the area.
Yes, after a short while, we dig up another device.
Is this what we're searching?
This is definitely...
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be...
Razak didn't...
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had... I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone.
Yep.
Body and mind.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Of course it is. Alright, really quick time trial. Oh, I'm gonna like this one. Get on this. All right. Yes.
Excellent.
One excellent. Yes. Hiya.
No, my sword. Witness the power.
Allow me.
Thought I would have to fight this ruin guard. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's move out.
Good to know he's just a chill guy.
Let's move out.
Let me just do this really quick. Not Hutao.
I'm on the case.
He feels so fun to play. Just freaking kicking and punching. It's wonderful. It's long combat.
Fracture.
Alright, not what I wanted. I wanted this. Let me get to the Jingshu
May
bag.
knowledge guide you.
Could I like wait? I missed. No. All right, go ahead and die from that. Do that. Easy peasy. That'll heal me in just a moment. Let's just get back to. Gosh darn it. Let's get back to
Body and
Sina.
mind.
All right, let's go.
Voices over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it.
Dia? Why would you? Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
Sheesh!
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should...
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be...
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
They won't.
Well, that would be bad luck for me.
I mean, it might hurt a lot, but it ain't gonna die.
However, I'd get the chance
That would
to
be
observe
bad
the
luck for
scholars.
me. That's some
Perhaps
gallows
even find out
humor.
the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I...
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Oh, frick. The one thing in Genshin that doesn't exist is blood.
Come on, Rahman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman, I'm holding up...
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Dia! Run!
Dang. This is actually quite well written, not gonna lie.
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave.
Yeah. Let's go. She's hardcore.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
That's like the glimpse into the real world. Just like, bro, you don't need to go this far. Stop. Please stop. I know you want to be dramatic and effective, but it's like, goodness.
And I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
That's that'd be the smart ass answer. Probably.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of... If it came down to it, you would not lose...
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your
Yeah,
grandpa.
I forgot there was a child
so
watching that too. That would have
Whatever
been
it
freaking
takes.
drastic.
You just might...
Huh? Are you...
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
That's just how he is.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
It's weird because it's like, when you build yourself up like that, it's like you're confident in what you believe what you believe is true, and you believe that you are upholding what you believe. And if all of those things are evident in your life in some way or fashion, then and you're just like a very logical person, you'll just say things as is. And if you genuinely believe that you are the character that you are, like you're really like self-reflective in that sense, then you'll just start saying things like, yeah, I'm great in this situation, and you'll derive a lot of information from that. And so in relating that to other situations, you will end up complimenting yourself much more often than the average person does, because the average person knows how freaking messed up they are, and how messed up we all are. Just goodness gracious. Is that it? Wait until the following morning. I am just going to stop it right there. Did not expect it to be this long of a thing. I've been doing this story for practically a whole 2 hours, and I just haven't gotten out of here yet. But yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm going, bye-bye.